Right now, someone in Australia is earning $26.44 an hour, staring at their bank account on a Wednesday night, wondering if they can afford a coffee tomorrow. And someone else is pulling in $350,000 a year, staring at their account on that same night, wondering why they still feel broke. Both are real. So today we are walking through every pay level in Australia, from the minimum wage to the top 1%, and exactly what life looks like at each stage in 2026. Let's start at the bottom. The national minimum wage is $26.44 an hour. That is about $52,255 a year full-time. And after tax, you take home around $45,230, roughly $1,740 a fortnight. At this level, life is tight. The national median dwelling rent is about $705 a week, close to 4/5 of your take-home pay if you rent alone. Add groceries, power, and transport, and there is almost nothing left. You are not failing. The system just was not built to let you get ahead at this wage, and many Australians are stuck right here. Now step up to $60,000 a year. This is where a lot of Australians actually sit. In the latest ATO data, $60,000 is right around the middle of the taxable income distribution. After tax, that is about $50,380, or $1,938 a fortnight. Still a grind, but you have got about an extra $100 a week. Even $50 a week into an index fund adds up over 10 to 15 years. The people who break out of this bracket are not the ones who get a huge pay rise. They are the ones who make their money work harder than they do. Jump to $80,000 and something shifts. After tax, you are taking home around $63,880, about $2,457 a fortnight. You can rent a decent place on your own outside Sydney, add to super, and build an emergency fund. You now earn more than roughly 2/3 of taxable individuals. But this is where lifestyle creep bites. This is the bracket where people finance new cars and eat out 4 nights a week, then wonder why they still feel broke. Keep your expenses at the $60,000 level and invest the gap, about $15,000 a year. And that could grow to just over $400,000 in 15 years at an average return of 8% a year before fees and tax. That return is not guaranteed. That is the price of discipline. Now, $100,000, the magic 6-figure number. For decades, this meant you had made it. But in 2026, 100,000 puts you around the top 20%. And after tax, you take home about $77,480, roughly $2,980 a fortnight. Solid money. But the median dwelling rent is about $841 a week in Sydney and $641 in Melbourne. Median house prices are roughly $1.79 million in Sydney and $1.08 million in Melbourne. A 6-figure salary no longer buys what it used to. It went from a wealth-building salary to a comfortable survival salary in the big cities. Step up to $134,000 and you have entered the top 10%. After tax, that is about $100,600 or $3,869 a fortnight. Now, wealth building becomes genuinely accessible if you do not inflate your lifestyle every time your pay ticks up. The biggest trap here is comparison. You start mixing with people on 200 to 300,000 and suddenly your salary feels small. It is not. You out-earn roughly 90% of taxable individuals. At $180,000, you are in the top 5%. After tax, you keep about $128,730, roughly $4,951 a fortnight, at an effective tax rate around 28.5%. You can add to super, invest, and build real passive income. Life here is about options, but plenty of people at this income still live pay to pay. A big Sydney mortgage, 2 car loans, private school fees, and suddenly even $180,000 feels tight. The income is not the problem. The commitments are. Now let's talk about $250,000. Take home comes to about $166,630, with around $83,370 going to tax and Medicare. Above $190,000, every extra dollar is taxed at 45 cents, plus the 2% Medicare levy. This is where tax strategy matters: salary sacrificing into super, investing through structures. Lifestyle-wise, this is upper-class income, and if you stay disciplined, you could be financially independent within 10 to 15 years. And then the top 1%, just over $350,000. Only about 110,000 taxable individuals sit here. At $350,000, after tax, you keep around $219,630, paying about $130,370 in tax and Medicare. At this level, time becomes the real currency. The risk is complacency, assuming the income lasts forever. The smartest people here convert active income into assets that pay them long after they stop working. So here is the real takeaway. Your pay level matters, but it is not the whole story. Someone on $80,000 who saves half will build more wealth than someone on $200,000 who spends every cent. Wherever you sit, the most powerful thing you can do is close the gap between what you earn and what you spend. That gap is where financial freedom lives. If this shifted how you see your income, subscribe and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.